The fourth member of Roman Reigns' WarGames team rumored plans for the Bloodline on SmackDown this week. Omos's WWE future update. There's a major flaws in WWE's top championship feud. Big E makes a massive announcement. Becky Lynch's next appearance confirmed. The WWE intentionally leaks plans on Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania 41. The Rock's influence over this year's Bad Blood main event in question. Roman Reigns' new nickname after OTC leaked. Let's dive right in. Rumored plans for the Bloodline on SmackDown this week. The upcoming episode of WWE SmackDown is expected to bring significant storyline progression to the Bloodline saga. This comes after the actions of Bloodline 2.0 on the recent episode of Raw, where they cost Jey Uso the Intercontinental Championship against Braun Breaker. Here are rumored plans for the Bloodline saga on SmackDown this week. Number 1. Roman Reigns could apologize to Jey Uso. One major prediction for the Bloodline saga on this week's SmackDown is that Roman Reigns might apologize to Jey Uso for his past actions. With the Yeet Master suffering a loss due to Solo Sikoa's bloodline, he might appear on the Friday night show again, similar to last week. If this happens, Roman could confront Jey once more. However, this time, he might apologize for his past behavior and attempt to reconcile with Jey for an OG Bloodline reunion to stand against Solo's faction. Number 2. The Usos could reunite to challenge Tonga and Tonga Loa at Crown Jewel 2024. Crown Jewel 2024 is the next premium live event of WWE, and fans could witness a reunion of the Usos, with them challenging Tonga and Tonga Loa for the WWE Tag Team Championship. Currently, Motor City Machine Guns and DIY are set to clash for the #1 contender spot for the title. However, WWE might book Bloodline versus the winner of this #1 contenders match for SmackDown before Crown Jewel. This could open the door for a match between the Usos and Tonga and Tonga Loa at the Saudi Arabia show. Jey Uso might return to the blue brand again this week and eventually reunite with the OG Bloodline, seeking vengeance for the loss of his Intercontinental title. The best way for him to get his revenge would be to take the titles from them, as they cost him the IC title. Number 3. Jey might choose Solo over Roman Reigns in a surprise manner on SmackDown. Solo Sikoa appeared on Raw, claiming he was there to help Jey Uso retain his Intercontinental Championship against Braun Breaker. However, the Yeet Master interpreted this differently and attacked the faction. With Jey potentially making an appearance on SmackDown this week, he might surprise everyone by choosing Solo Sikoa over Roman Reigns. In a twist, Jey could acknowledge Solo, stating that he doesn't want to get involved in the ongoing family drama and would rather distance himself from it. By siding with Solo, Jey might aim to prevent any future interference from the faction on Raw, allowing him to focus on his goals without distractions. Number 4. Roman Reigns might challenge Solo Sikoa at Crown Jewel 2024. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa's rivalry has been going on for months, yet they haven't faced each other in a singles match. However, with Reigns being brutalized over the past 2 weeks, he might finally challenge Solo Sikoa to a one-on-one match at Crown Jewel 2024. The original Tribal Chief could claim that Solo's dominance is due to the numbers game, but in a straight singles match, Solo wouldn't stand a chance. Number 5. Paul Heyman might return to SmackDown but faces a major dilemma. Paul Heyman has been absent from WWE for the past few months, but this week on SmackDown, the Wise Man could return to mediate between Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. As the special counsel, he is the one Roman will surely listen to in this critical situation. Heyman might try to help both understand the importance of reuniting in the company. The Wise Man could then attempt to resolve their conflicts, potentially leading to the reunion of the original Bloodline. However, Paul might face a dilemma if both do not agree on the same terms, which could put Heyman in a position to choose between Reigns and Jey. This situation could indeed be difficult for the Hall of Famer, but it could also bring an interesting twist to the entire original Bloodline reunion story. Omos's WWE future update. Omos seemingly had a bright WWE future at one point. The former college basketball player has been away for the better part of this year, with no teasers for what's next from WWE or the man himself. However, Omos still has most of his career ahead, despite Bobby Lashley's surprising new statement on why officials haven't booked the 7'3" superstar recently. The Nigerian giant has not wrestled since SmackDown on April 5th, 2024. Omos competed in the 10th Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal during WrestleMania XL weekend, but eliminated himself during a break when trying to take out the Creeds. His last televised match before that was the May 2023 Backlash loss to Seth Rollins. Omos lost to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 39 1 month prior, but his big 2022 program featured MVP as his manager, going against Bobby Lashley. Omos was defeated at WrestleMania 38, but then won at Backlash. Lashley then won a Raw cage match and a 2-on-1 match at Hell in a Cell against MVP and Omos. The Almighty discussed Omos during his virtual signing with K&S WrestleFest this week. The former WWE superstar, who is set to make a major debut with AEW soon, was asked about Omos' status and if he should be back on TV. I think he should be back on TV. Unfortunately, I don't know. With the way that things have changed, I don't see him having that opportunity. I hope that me saying that gives him that opportunity, but a lot of people haven't had that opportunity, and a lot of people kind of went separate ways with them. So, I don't know what is going on right now. There's a lot of really good talent that left, Bobby Lashley said. WWE's Lashley vs. Omos rivalry included Lashley winning 10 non-televised events. Between Rollins and the Andre Battle Royal, the 7'3" superstar worked almost 50 non-televised events, going undefeated against Odyssey Jones, Akira Tozawa, R-Truth, Johnny Gargano, Rick Boogs, Ricochet, and Dolph Ziggler. Before Rollins, Omos lost to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 39, but had televised 2,023 wins over Ziggler, Elias, and Mustafa Ali. WWE signed Omos on January 1st, 2019, with no wrestling experience. He debuted on July 18th of that year by defeating Ever Rise in a 2-on-1 handicap match at a non-televised NXT Live event. The Nigerian Giant has worked around 175 matches for WWE on the main roster and NXT, but around 110 of those have been non-televised live event matches. MVP also discussed Omos during a recent K&S WrestleFest virtual signing, and the current AEW star revealed how Triple H felt about his presentation of the rising star. Triple H was adamant that he didn't want him to be another Big Show. He didn't want him on TV every week. He wanted him to be an attraction. He just wanted to break him out periodically to be an attraction, MVP said. The Colossus has held WWE Gold on just one occasion, as he and AJ Styles defeated the New Day for the Raw Tag Team Championship at WrestleMania 37 in 2021, but they dropped the belts to RK Bro 142 days later at SummerSlam. Omos also won The Rock's 25th anniversary Battle Royal at Survivor Series 2021. There's a major flaws in WWE's top championship feud. WWE is building many big championship rivalries in the last quarter of 2024 across all three brands. Tommy Dreamer recently spoke about a long-running title rivalry that he thinks has some flaws. Trick Williams and Ethan Page have been rivals since the latter made his NXT debut. The two have traded NXT championship wins to stay on top of the brand. Williams and Page will battle again for the NXT title at Halloween Havoc. Before their big match, the two had a promo battle on the latest edition of NXT. Analyzing the segment on Busted Open Radio, Tommy Dreamer mentioned that the segment didn't do any favors for Trick Williams. Instead, it was a segment that dragged for too long and did not add much to the rivalry. I felt like this was a little too long and drawn out, Tommy Dreamer began. I didn't know if the NXT audience was totally into it. There comes a time where it's enough talking and it's hard. They have had such a long feud as well as their face-to-face with each other. Dreamer added that Ethan Page benefited from the segment even though he is the heel. He made the right comments that made the WWE Universe believe that he deserved the title more than the babyface. I like the one response Trick said, but you sorta want to go the "these are the dues I paid to get here, you did not," Dreamer said, not liking that the heel was more correct than the babyface Williams. Trick literally turned his back on the heel, which is disrespectful to do, and then he walked away. Ethan Page should have beat the crap out of him and bloodied him in that nice white outfit that he had. WWE fans will likely see Trick Williams retain his title at Halloween Havoc. Ethan Page seems ready for some big rivalries on the main roster, and he could come face-to-face with CM Punk for a short feud. Big E makes a massive announcement. Big E is one of the major names in the wrestling world, but he has been absent from WWE since he got injured 2 years back. The star has now spoken about a huge announcement ahead of December. The star suffered an injury to his spine, as a result of which he had to step away from wrestling in March 2022. During a match, he landed badly after a belly-to-belly suplex and suffered a broken neck. He had fractures to his C1 and C6 vertebrae, and while he didn't need surgery, he had to wait to know if he could ever wrestle again. Since then, he has not entered the ring and said he had been told that he would do better to avoid wrestling. While the star has teased a return, and there have been reports about a return in the future, nothing has been confirmed. However, when talking about a massive project, the WWE star made a huge announcement about his biggest project since his injury. He will be featured in the series Laid, coming to Peacock on December 19th. Big E shared the massive announcement about the show on his Instagram, giving his fans something to look forward to. Check us out December 19th on Peacock. As per reports, there's a chance that the New Day star may finally return to WWE. The star's return depends on whether he gets medically cleared, as he is not cleared at this time. The report stated that he was to return to get involved with the New Day related to Xavier Woods' potential heel turn. The star has been more bitter recently, commenting on how unfair things have been for him. It remains to be seen if this will happen. Becky Lynch's next appearance confirmed. Ever since Becky Lynch left WWE earlier this year, fans have been curious to see what lies ahead for her. Now, the man's next appearance has been confirmed for the Vulture Festival, while her wrestling future remains up in the air. Lynch's last WWE match was at King and Queen of the Ring on May 25th, where she lost her Women's World title to Liv Morgan. A few days later, her contract officially expired, and since then, she's been one of the biggest free agents in the business. Though fans have been waiting with bated breath to see what she does next, Becky Lynch has been enjoying her time away from the ring. Amid this, the former WrestleMania main eventer has been announced for the Vulture Festival on November 17th in Los Angeles. Lynch will discuss her best-selling memoir, The Man Not Your Average Girl, during the event. The official synopsis for the event also hints at Becky Lynch potentially sharing details of what fans can expect her to do next. WWE superstar, trailblazer, and New York Times best-selling author Rebecca Quinn will join us for a conversation about her recent memoir, Becky Lynch, The Man, Not Your Average Girl. We'll look back on her legendary career, from her early days grinding on the road to being in the first ever women's match to main event WrestleMania, and just maybe get a glimpse at what the man has in store for us next. A few weeks back, a report from WrestleVotes Radio on Backstage Pass shed light on Lynch's relationship with WWE. It noted that the man was still on the company's internal roster sheet, despite no longer being under contract. It also mentioned that the two parties were on a handshake deal at the moment. This is a great sign for the fan favorite's future with WWE, as it could mean the two sides could be discussing her return down the line. With the WrestleMania 41 season to kick off early next year, it remains to be seen if Lynch shows up eventually to set up a blockbuster match at the grandest stages of them all. The WWE intentionally leaks plans on Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania 41. WWE has recently released another video package for WrestleMania 41 featuring big names like Roman Reigns and John Cena. In addition, a poster for next year's Showcase of Immortals has also been revealed, which fans all over the internet love. This poster features notable names, including Cody Rhodes, Cena, Reigns, Gunther, and Rhea Ripley. Amid this, it appears that WWE has intentionally dropped an Easter egg regarding the American Nightmare's plans at WrestleMania 41. In this poster, he is shown with the undisputed WWE Championship around his waist, while the other current champions are not advertised with their titles. This has led many to believe that the Stamford-based promotion hints that Rhodes could be the star who retains his championship until next year's Mania. Cody is set to clash against Gunther at Crown Jewel 2024 in the inaugural Crown Jewel Championship match. Afterward, Triple H and the creative team might resume his full-fledged feud against Kevin Owens at Survivor Series, WarGames. Additionally, many consider that Randy Orton might soon show his true colors and turn his back on Rhodes, leading to a match. Despite all this, it could be an interesting choice if the company advertises Rhodes as a champion while not featuring the other current champions. That said, merely being portrayed as a champion in a future premium live event poster does not signify concrete plans. Still, it could be an Easter egg hinting at Cody Rhodes walking into WrestleMania next year as your undisputed WWE champion. Although we are still quite far away from WrestleMania 41, one of the favored names for Cody Rhodes' opponent is The Rock. The Final Boss and the American Nightmare have unfinished business, as the People's Champion confronted Rhodes on Raw after WrestleMania this year. Additionally, at Bad Blood 2024, The Rock confronts Reigns and Rhodes after their match regarding Bloodline 2.0. Considering this, the Hollywood star seems like a realistic choice for Rhodes' opponent at next year's Showcase of Immortals. Besides this, Roman Reigns is an ideal candidate to face Rhodes in a trilogy at WrestleMania. However, this situation is only possible if Roman faces Solo Sikoa in a singles match before next year's Mania. The Rock's influence over this year's Bad Blood main event in question. Veteran wrestling journalist Dave Meltzer recently spoke about The Rock possibly politicking backstage to influence the Bad Blood match card. The Final Boss showed up at the end of the premium live event, leading to speculations of him exercising his power backstage. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre has been the rivalry of the summer. The two stars were set to collide in a Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood, and many fans thought their match would headline the show. However, the main event slot was given to the tag team match where Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes teamed up to face Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. The Rock also showed up after the match. Dave Meltzer appeared on a recent episode of Keepin' It 100. The veteran journalist clarified that The Rock probably didn't have much say over the match card at Bad Blood. He felt Roman Reigns probably had a say, along with Triple H, about having the tag team match as the main event. Meltzer felt that the Great One was probably not following the current product after his WrestleMania appearances. I don't think so. It feels I could be wrong, but just the way it went down, it feels like Heyman-Reigns collaboration. You know, obviously, Paul, Levesque in part, didn't feel like something Dwayne would be doing. I don't even know how much he's following it right now. Despite the electrifying appearance at Bad Blood, The Rock did not make any comments or even get into the ring. He just stood on the entranceway and stared down Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and Jey Uso. Blaster cameras captured the final boss backstage, where he was mouthing off about how unhappy he had been with the things going on in WWE over the last 6 months. It will be interesting to see what the final boss's return means for the Bloodline in the coming months. Roman Reigns' new nickname after OTC leaked. Ever since he returned to WWE as a babyface, not much has changed with Roman Reigns. The key components of his character remain the same, even though there's another tribal chief at the head of the table. As a result, Reigns came back at SummerSlam with a new nickname, calling himself the OTC, the original tribal chief. But, as he's working his way back to earning the coveted Ulafala, another nickname has officially been donned through new merchandise. Roman Reigns posted a TikTok about what it takes to get in the incredible shape he's in. His answer was insightful, but what caught fans' attention was the t-shirt he was wearing. It said YTC, which stands for Your Tribal Chief. While Reigns has previously referred to himself as that, it hasn't officially been used by others. From that perspective, this is a change. It remains to be seen when the YTC t-shirts will officially be released and whether Reigns will continue referring to himself as the OTC. With Crown Jewel less than 2 weeks away, it seems like now is the time for Reigns to challenge Solo Sikoa to a singles match. Your tribal chief and Jey Uso are back on the same page, following the latter's WWE return at Bad Blood. A reunion with Jey has proven to be a much tougher task, though. While it seems like the Yeet Master is cool with his twin brother again, Jey Uso still doesn't see eye to eye with Roman Reigns. The OTC said he's proud of his younger cousin, only for him to respond by saying, "No Yeet." Now that Jey lost the Intercontinental Championship due to the Bloodline, he has a reason to fight them. It will be interesting to see how his next interaction with Reigns unfolds, as the road to Crown Jewel and, more importantly, Survivor Series heats up. The fourth member of Roman Reigns' WarGames team. Roman Reigns has reunited with Jey Uso, while Jey Uso is set to join them soon in the battle against the new Bloodline. However, this still leaves them one man short against Solo Sikoa's faction. Many expect Sami Zayn to join the OG Bloodline, ahead of a potential WarGames match at Survivor Series. However, according to Sportskeeda Wrestling's Dr. Chris Featherstone, that doesn't seem to be the case. He has reported Cody Rhodes will join Reigns' team in the WarGames match against Solo's Bloodline. I am told that Cody Rhodes will be joining Roman Reigns' team at WarGames against Solo Sikoa's Bloodline faction. His next WWE Championship feud is currently slated to be against Kevin Owens. Meanwhile, it looks like the American Nightmare's next undisputed WWE title feud will indeed be against Kevin Owens. However, as a result, Rhodes may end up going 3 months without a televised title defense.